Question 2 then. Question 2 always asks you to do the same thing. It's explain how the headline or a picture are effective and how they link to the text, okay? So lots of stuff that you need to do there. So you need to be really sharp and focused and precise in what you are doing, okay? So know the exact requirements as you go through. So first of all, lots of stuff there then. So comment on the effect of the headline, select quotations, comment on the effect of the picture, select quotations, link to the text. Do not link the headline and the picture. You won't get marked for it. They'll just ignore it. Okay, so make sure you follow these kind of 4 points. And one really easy way to do that then is to have in your head, okay, I need to do 4 paragraphs, and have it so that you kind of check these things off in your head. So first off then, have 1 paragraph on the effect of the headline, where you pick words out from the headline and explain the effect of those, and then go on to have then a paragraph where you link the headline and the text. That means you need to use quotations from the text and link the two together. Okay, and then have another paragraph then on the effects of the picture, and then link the picture then to the text. Okay, so if you've got that little kind of checklist in your head, you can know that you're doing all the right things, because it's 12 minutes. There is a lot to do. Okay, so one of the most common problems then is that students don't go into enough detail when they're talking about the picture. So you need to talk perhaps about use of colour and perhaps camera shots, facial expressions, maybe perhaps scale. So to have details from the picture that will help you then to explain the effect. So one thing that you can do then, really easy way for you to then, right, okay, pick out details from the pictures. So don't just say it's a picture of a girl, okay? You need to go be more precise than that. And actually, if you're more precise than that, that will help lead you to a better comment on effect, okay? So one way that you can do that then is just to pick out 3 small details of the picture, okay? So I've got here, first of all, she's got her eyes shut. She also looks happy, and the burger is falling out of the bread, basically. So there are 3 things there that I can use to comment on the effect. So I can pick out those tiny details, I've got something to go with. So her eyes shut show perhaps that she's oblivious to the dangers of eating junk food, for example. She looks happy, so she's kind of living in the moment and not really thinking about the long-term consequences of her poor diet. And the food that's falling out from the burger shows that she's got this lack of control of it. She's just living very much in the moment and not eating in a controlled way. And you can see how all of those things then would lead you to really clear and almost obvious links to the text. Okay, so here we go then. Here are a couple of models from this picture, from this exam. So the first one, I'm going to disappear now and just talk to you for a minute. So the first one then talks about how the picture is effective, the burger being massive, it links to the text, as too much is bad, the teenager eating too much junk food. So we've got some clarity there. And really the detail from the picture isn't good enough, really. It's just saying the burger is massive. Oh, you want something maybe a little bit more than that, something a bit more precise. The girl is clearly a teenager, yeah, that's okay. But you can get much more precise details if you go into the actual details in the picture, much more precise comment on effect. So for example then, if you look at the second model then, the headline of the article is effective, and it just goes through then some stuff in more detail. It's more perceptive and detailed. The other one was clear, it had some clarity. The first one is about 5 out of 8. Okay, so but this second one is 8 out of 8. It's a fully perceptive and detailed response. The candidate there is working stuff out, like she's too oblivious to realise and do something about it. It will have an impact on society as a whole when it blows. This is talking about the ticking time bomb of the headline, because of the gaps in their diet. And then the young girl is holding the gargantuan burger with her eyes shut. So this is where those details really come into play, isn't it? The fact her eyes are shut gives the impression that she is also closing her eyes to the reality of her nutritional intake. So the fact that the contents are falling out suggests the lack of control over it. So you can see how taking more details from a picture leads you to an easier comment on effect that is actually going to help you really quickly, because you've pretty much got 3 minutes to write about that picture. So being able to just go through and take them out is really helpful. Okay, so that's pretty much it. The only way you can do this and do this really quickly is to you can use past papers, obviously, but look in newspapers, look at like the Mirror online or Daily Mail online, you know, so where they've got those kind of quite obvious stories with pictures and then those quite kind of more simple articles, shorter articles. And write some question 2 responses. Then use the models to check to see actually what could you maybe have done to do better. Okay,